Bible helped me to realize one thing that I couldn't realize for more than 1 decade, for more than 15 years. Only Bible helped me realize how pornography is bad and how badly it influences every man's life.
Yeah.
Only God, Jesus Christ, helped me to realize and acknowledge it. But once you get rid of it in your life, you're like, whoa.
Yeah, totally.
And if we see the trends right now, just like we mentioned before, pornography is rising.
Yeah.
And rising not only amongst men, but women as well.
Totally.
And it's, I want to say, more than half of population just watch pornography and masturbate and please themselves.
Pornography, again, earlier I mentioned Gnosticism. In Gnosticism, this is idea that you can kind of separate the self, the person, between
your body,
your body and who you are in this kind of spiritual realm, right? That the spiritual realm is this real you and the body is inconsequential. But we understand that with transgenderism and homosexuality and abortion, but pornography is Gnosticism because you are separating the whole person and using their body in a way that is objectifying them. So you're saying, I'm not committed to you. I don't care about you. I'm going to use you as a piece of meat in your flesh for my own sexual gratification, as if I can separate you and love and concern and care and marital fidelity from who you are as a piece of flesh, objectifying women. Pornography is Gnosticism.
And it's basically it's a drug. So the problem with the drugs is that you get the reward by doing nothing. By taking the heroin or cocaine, right? You feel amazing. You're the king of the world, but you did nothing. You just snorted the powder. But that's the same thing. You did nothing but to have an ejaculation, right? You ejaculated, you jerked off, but you did nothing physically. You didn't have even an interaction with a woman. You didn't go out with this woman. You didn't talk to her. You didn't even meet her. You just got the reward. That's the same drug. That's the same addiction. And a lot of people are just addicted to this by not even knowing that. They can't even admit this.
Absolutely.
No, I'm not addicted to porn. Okay, can you not watch it for a week? Yes, I can, but why would I?
Yeah.
Test yourself.
Well, and
Guys,
it rewires your brain too, is the other thing people don't realize. So there's a certain level of hormones that are released and chemicals that are released when you have an orgasm in a normal committed relationship. You have oxytocin, dopamine. But they've studied the brain chemistry of people who use pornography, and it hijacks the reward system of your brain. You always need the chemicals that are released during porn use, illicit porn use, is very different than the chemicals that are released during a normal, consensual kind of committed relationship. And it's more adrenaline. It's this shocking kind of like, wow, this is a forbidden thing that this is new and exciting. It's adrenaline that's released, norepinephrine that's released. And so what is akin to that is the same chemicals that are released when you engage in literally cocaine or heroin, right? So this is just kind of massive dopamine rush, but then also adrenaline. And so what ends up needing, just like drugs, you need harder and harder stuff to reach that level of adrenaline rush that you had the first time. You know, if you did skydiving every day, guess what? My 200th skydive isn't going to feel like the first anymore. And I need harder and harder things in order to get that same feeling. So it literally hijacks your reward system in your brain. And suddenly I'm no longer attracted to my wife, to the person that I'm covenantly committed to. They don't get me off anymore because I've rewired my brain to be attracted to harder and harder things. This is why pedophilia is rampant. This is why sadomasochistic types and bondage and all that stuff is exploded. This is why LGBT homosexuality is exploded, partly due to porn use
And you start with just watching a threesome, gangbang, something like this, right?
Choking and all this type of violent material, because your brain needs harder and harder, more shocking things in order to achieve stimulation. And so this is why porn is so dangerous. There's such a thing called this PIDE, porn-induced erectile dysfunction, exploded, man. The instances of porn erectile dysfunction is off the charts. Men are needing, in their 20s now, are needing things like,
threesome, choking, gangbang.
Well, no, like actual medications.
Like with the dysfunction.
Yeah, for erectile dysfunction. I'm blanking on the name.
What's your favorite food?
Probably pizza.
Let's say you have this amazing Italian pizza every day.
Yeah.
3 times a day. You don't want pizza every day.
No.
You don't have sex every day. Only if you're 20 years old and you just started dating, right?
Exactly.
That's the whole point. You have sex 2 times, 3 times a week, but you're looking for it. You're awaiting. You're doing something. You're engaging with your wife. You're engaging with a woman. And then you get it. That's why you get those emotions, those feelings. But if you jerk off 2-3 times a day, it's like it's almost like this freaking body of mine. It demands me to ejaculate. And I have to do something with my body by just watching some kind of video, jerking off, because my body, which I hate, needs it. It demands it. I hate my body.
Yeah, you become a slave to your own passions.
But once you get off this needle, you realize, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
But you have to get off of this.
Yeah.